The divorce, bankruptcy, and injury attorneys at Hait, Eichelzer, and Kuhn are champions for their clients. This morning, the entire Dream Team is here to tell you how they can help you. And don't forget, you can text HELAW to 25543 right now with questions, and they will contact you. And joining me this morning are Elizabeth Kuhn, Alex Hait, and Kent Eichelzer. This is a treat.
Good morning.
All
Good
three
morning.
of you. The Dream Team is here.
Wow.
And we have a lot to get to, so let's dive right in. For anyone who hasn't seen the show, they aren't familiar with you and your practice, dive right in. Tell us who you are.
Well,
Let's start. Liz Kuhn. I practice solely family law. I'm the one you want to have handle your divorce, your custody modification, contempt case, abandonment, you know, things like that. I handle solely family law, but I know a little bit about personal injury from Kent and a little bit about bankruptcy from Alex, and Alex also handles family law.
Okay, Alex?
yeah, I'm Alex Hait. Started the firm now almost 15 years ago.
Wow.
So, and
Congrats.
Kent joined me almost 13 years ago now. So, I mean, we've been around for a lot of years, and I mostly do the bankruptcy and the family law with Liz.
We just actually celebrated our 10-year reunion as partners, and people don't last that long.
Happy
anniversary.
Exactly.
Hug it out. Hug it out.
Yeah,
And I'm on 7 years of good luck.
Good.
I've been here 7 years now.
Excellent.
Hard to believe.
Awesome.
Yeah, but we make a great team. I think we could take on Jordan and the boys back in the day.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Well, you know, each of you have different backgrounds, so tell us about how that collaborative efforts helps your clients.
Well, the conflict, you know, it's amazing. You know, our entire judicial system is based on conflict, the adversary system, and it works in our office as well. I mean, Liz and I talk about divorces. It's amazing. We have a client in there, and we're not just giving different advice, but we're talking about different strategies, because not every case is the same, and there's not always one path to success.
Yeah.
And Kent and I talk about the personal injury and the accidents all the time. So.
And I think that's right. I think the moral of the story is there's no such thing as a slam dunk. If it was a slam dunk, you wouldn't be in litigation.
Right.
So a lot of times clients come in and we're all sitting there. We actually meet with clients as a team. That's very unusual for a law office. Usually you meet with two or three lawyers. It depends. Usually we have a paralegal in there, and we talk it out, and we say, whoa, wait a minute, no.
Right.
And the client's just sitting there, and they can't believe it. And it's very similar. And a lot of times we have cross issues. You know. Somebody comes to see Kent because they're suffering from severe medical bills from their personal injury case. They don't have the money to pay for it, and that's actually where Kent comes in. And if you want to talk to them about the
one great thing about our firm is, you know, a lot of times you go to a solo guy and you deal with him.
Sure.
We can bounce ideas off each other. In fact, afterwards today, we're going to bounce ideas off each other on a case.
Right.
Clients come in, like Liz mentioned, have broken leg, need a surgery. I can get them any kind of service they need: MRI, neurologist, orthopedic doctor. It's great.
So you're basically a partnership that really helps those in crisis. When they're coming to you, they are saying, help, I'm out. This is my last effort, my last ditch effort to get the help that I need.
Right. And one of the things that we don't do that other law firms do, they'll triple bill. So they're, okay, well, you have two lawyers sitting here and a paralegal, so you're getting charged where you think your rate is only $200 or $250 an hour.
Once, actually, yeah.
You get a bill for $800.
Somebody was sitting in. I'm like, I didn't approve that.
And buyer beware.
Really?
Buyer beware. And the great thing about Kent is that, you know, a lot of people have these car accidents. They don't have car insurance, or they don't have, or the other driver, you know, is illegally here in the country, doesn't have insurance.
It's a big problem.
And people think, oh my gosh, I don't have health insurance. The other driver didn't have insurance. I can't get help. Kent can help you.
Yeah, all you got to do is call. It's a free consult to sit down with me even. So there's no waste by making that call.
And is it a pretty prevalent problem here in Georgia with uninsured drivers?
Yeah, we talked about that one of the first times I was here.
Yeah.
You know, you're driving home tonight from work.
Yeah.
You count the cars passing you. 1 out of 4 doesn't have insurance. Still.
Oh, that is incredible.
And it's amazing how our disciplines cross each other. The #1 cause of bankruptcy is not, you know, people trying to beat the system. It's divorce.
Right.
All of a sudden, you take 2 incomes that were supporting 1 family, and now those 2 incomes have to support 2 families.
And not just divorce, but it's also car accidents.
Right.
They get in a car accident.
Can't work for a month.
They can't work for several months. All of a sudden, they're behind on their mortgage. They're behind on this. And unfortunately, their spouse leaves them. They come to me for the divorce, or they come to Alex for the bankruptcy. And, you know, we also have associate attorneys. We have Melody Swilling. She was on the show.
Yeah, she was on last time.
Last time.
She was great.
So we have a full staff and we're always fully staffed, we can help you immediately.
And what are runners, and why should people be aware of that?
It's a big problem. I'm glad you asked that. Lawyers police themselves, okay? It is illegal in Georgia to contact someone from a police report.
For 30 days.
For 30 days.
Lawyers cannot call up somebody who is in an accident for 30 days.
Wait a minute. Lawyers are actually obtaining police reports, some law firms, and calling the victims of accidents and trying to get them to, hire them.
At their most vulnerable point.
Yeah, and for example, I was on I-85 downtown connector. I think it was 5 years ago. I actually had Kent represent me 5 years ago. Yeah, absolutely. He's a great lawyer. I mean, it's good when your own lawyer goes to you.
Right.
And I was hit dead stop 55 miles an hour. My car was totaled. I was in a little mini convertible. I was called by a runner within, I think it was 5 hours. And I didn't know the whole runner issue because I was, fairly new lawyer. I didn't know, and I called Kent, and Kent was telling me, get the number, find out who it was, and they call you from a block number. They get you when you're in the hospital, when you're in the ambulance. Here, sign here, we'll protect you, don't talk to anybody, and they try to give you a false sense of security.
Sure, and nowadays with the internet, you can obtain any information on anyone. It's scary.
It's a shame.
It's actually illegal. See, the law about attorneys contacting clients is a bar rule. That's not a statute. I mean, you can't go to jail for that. You can lose your license.
Sure.
But there's actually a law, a criminal statute that says you cannot obtain the police report unless you are the victim. You have to actually be on the police report. But people do it.
People do it. And what is this, listening to police bands?
Yeah, that's another way they get that information, and it really hurts the people.
So they can dial into actually everything that the police are saying and conveying about an accident.
If that happens to somebody, I urge them to contact the state bar, to call the police, because lawyers don't have the greatest name out there, and this is one of the reasons.
You guys do.
Yes.
We do, and that's where you get that coin term, ambulance chaser.
Right.
They literally listen to the police band and chase the ambulance.
That's terrible.
But that's not what attorneys do. I mean, reputable, respectful attorneys who are really there to help you aren't doing that. If somebody's chasing you down, they just want your money. They're not really there to help you.
Right. It's unbelievable. Thank you all so much for being here today. Honestly, thank goodness I don't need an attorney, knock on wood, but if I did, I know where to go because your expertise is just incredible, and we appreciate having you on and the way you help our Atlanta Company viewers, too. So
thank you.
Hopefully maybe next time we'll have more viewer questions and we can, take advantage of that.
Well, we've enjoyed our time with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
And guys, if you have a question or you'd like to speak to one of the attorneys at Hait, Eichelzer & Kuhn, text HELAW to 25543 right now, and someone from their office will get back to you. And for more information about Hait, Eichelzer & Kuhn, log on to their website, he-law.com, or give them a call, 770-517-0045. And this segment was paid for by Hait, Eichelzer & Kuhn, attorneys at law.